Recently, the key issues of our clients are still the quality and on-time delivery issues. Yeah, it's not so difficult anymore to identify suppliers. There are a lot of means nowadays in comparison to 10 years ago, like the internet and all the other things where you can really quite easily search for manufacturers. But still, we have the issue of maintaining quality and on-time delivery. Logistics was an issue, but it has improved dramatically, I would say. There are lots of other issues which everybody is aware of, like language problems. By the way, telecommunication has improved dramatically. If I compare my early days in the early 90s with now, you know, it's not a major issue anymore. To talk about major issues, it's still to maintain quality and on-time delivery. Because the only one really with an impact is the labor, increasing labor, but in comparison to other countries where the labor has increased dramatically, like Poland or places in East Europe, we can see that there's still a big advantage, or, you know, the labor cost in China has not increased so much. Yes, we do look into other regions of Asia. It's India very much. We also have good sourcing experience in India. Coming to again back to the cost, still the material cost, which has increased dramatically due to the huge demand and requirements of China. This has an impact on everybody. So it doesn't matter whether it's China or Germany or elsewhere. So as this is happening everywhere, we cannot really talk about the huge material increase because it has an impact on all producers worldwide. Okay, over the time, I can only say over the last 15 years, we have looked into lots of countries. That is Taiwan, of course. Also Singapore used to be a very big place, a manufacturing place. Nowadays it's only banking. But so Malaysia is an important place, India, and we can see that Vietnam is coming now strongly. We have customers who really first of all believe that whatever they produce is so special that if it's copied they lose their IP. Yeah, and in many cases we have to convince them that what they consider to be very high tech or whatsoever is already known in the marketplace in China. So there's not a very much intention of Chinese producers to copy that. But on the other side, we have really customers who are suffering from stealing their ideas and then finally producing fakes. So you have the broad range from customers who overestimate their own IP and others who really suffer. So it depends on the product and the customer. There's not in every case you can really avoid this situation. I've seen it in my last 10-12 years in China. I've seen it several times that people brought technology into China, and 2 years later the technology was spread in the market and they lost all their knowledge. In a way they lost the market, everything. So in the very end they couldn't do business anymore. So it happens, yes. And the strategy, there's very little chance to avoid it. If you really want to work with the Chinese people, then you have to disclose the information. And if you do it, and if you have the wrong partners, then you are in a bad situation. We can see they do much more now in comparison to years ago. I don't think it's enough, but it's also a question of information. How can, in such a big country, the government control everything? It's very, very difficult. From my opinion, it's almost impossible to get full protection just for everything. There's a big frustration among the end user, I have to say. They don't know whom to trust and what to do. And it, of course, has a negative impact on the companies who are selling those products. And the cost for recalls and other things is dramatically high, and it's very difficult to then regain the money from the Chinese manufacturers. So it's the losses on the side of the Western companies. And again, here you have similar things also in other countries of the world, but now the focus is China. We have mainly industrial customers with clear focus on electrical goods. Most of them not even for the end user. So it's parts and components for systems. And here we have clear technical specifications, and the material is checked very thoroughly by the customer. So for us, it's not a big matter, but it's negative for the whole business. That's for sure. The labor issue is for a consultant company not a very big issue, because we don't have 1,000 or 10,000 employees. Small to medium-sized company has a couple of dozens maybe. So yes, it has become more difficult to recruit people, because due to the market development, the need for very good people is increasing dramatically, which also means that the resources are not really available. But it's not a major issue for companies like ours. The conference is, I've participated already the second time, and I think it's a very good tool, so to speak, to meet and to meet people and to exchange information. The value of this exercise, you cannot measure it at once. Like it's not a direct return of investment, but it is worthwhile to come here and to share information and to collect information and to meet people. And we have some very good results. I can only mention what we had from last time. We have some very good results, new contacts and new business partners.